So, a lot to talk about, and a lot that I'm very excited about in the future of PSVR2. Not just this month, but going forward into the future, because we just got a quick look at 2 games coming to PSVR2 and VR in general over the coming year. I was hoping that something great would be announced for PSVR2 at the State of Play. There were leaks of a Metro VR game, and now we know Metro Awakening is coming to PSVR2 and other VR platforms in 2024. It's a VR only game, so not a hybrid as some people thought. And before I play my stream highlight clips of my analysis of some of the trailer, I will explain my love for Metro and why this will be such a good game if they nail it properly. But first, let's go through some basics. Metro is developed for VR by Vertigo Games, no hybrid as I just said. It's an original story before 2033, the original Metro game, which I highly recommend you play if you thought this trailer looked interesting to you at all, because Metro 2033 is such a brilliant game, and honestly, if you enjoyed that, play all of them. They go on sale all the time. They're brilliant. It includes stealth, survival, and combat, all the things that we look for in Metro games. I just hope it has that non-linear element that some of the Metro levels have. Manual reloading, haptics, adaptive triggers, and headset rumble, all those features are implemented into Metro Awakening, which I'm very excited for. So, why Metro? Why am I so excited? And why does my face light up in the stream clips that you're about to see? Well, Metro is very near and dear to my heart as such an incredible game series. It takes place in post-apocalyptic Russia. In the first couple games, the city is devastated, humanity lives underground because of the nuclear waste and radiation, and all the horrific entities that basically live on the surface, forced into the fortified Metro tunnels, and you as the main character Artyom go through all of these tunnels, taking on missions, scavenging for supplies, surviving, killing enemies, and stealthing your way around, which sounds like a perfect recipe for VR, and judging by this trailer, it seemed like they really killed it, so I am so excited. One questionable aspect of this though is that Metro does incorporate a lot above the ground and below the ground. It portrays above the ground as a very hostile place, so I'm hoping they incorporate that into Awakening. I could see them go underground only to kind of save on budget, but please give Vertigo the resources to do proper overground VR levels in Metro, because the destroyed wastes and cities and horrendous monsters that live out there need to be experienced in VR. But honestly, this type of game, with its surviving and scavenging mechanics, I could not think of a better fit for VR, and a lot of these sequences that they showed in this trailer looked very akin to games like Half-Life Alyx. Honestly, it looks like it has such a level of polish, and I'm really looking forward to playing it. Now, before we get onto the stream clips, also there's one other game announced, which was Legendary Tales. This is already on PSVR, I believe. I've seen some footage of it, although it looks like it's advanced a fair bit since I last checked up on the game. I think the PSVR version has 4-player co-op from what I can tell, which is awesome. Another co-op game is very welcome, and it's a nice pairing to Metro being a single-player experience that you can only play on your own. So, Legendary Tales incorporates loads of different VR combat styles, such as melee fighting, magic, archery, with loads of different weapons and abilities to use. And honestly, even though you'll see my first impression wasn't the most positive of it, because I thought it looked a little bit cheap in the visuals department, by the end of the trailer, I was sold. This game looks like so much fun, and I cannot wait to play it on PSVR2 in 2024. Now, with that being said, I'm going to let my full analysis play from the stream. I do recommend you go watch the full stream if you do feel so inclined, because it was a great time, and if I do stream again, please, everybody, you're welcome to come and talk. Everybody in that stream, if you're watching this right now, thank you so much. All your comments were legitimately heartwarming, and honestly, I just cannot thank you enough, and I hope to see you all whenever we stream again. So, let's go on to the full analysis and watching of these trailers. Metro. This is Metro. This is Metro. This is Metro.
Stare into the flame.
This is Metro. Surely. I recognize these voices.
Think of this fire as a beacon.
Please be good.
Its warmth, its energy.
Yeah,
Now,
deep silver.
focus your mind on your wife
Yes.
and step into
Hell yeah, the Metro weapons.
void.
Yeah, they've got this down, man. If they've got that, the mask stuff in there, they've got all the weapons. That was a 1911 though, I think. I'm not sure if that fits, does it? This looks good though. Man. This is it. This is the real deal. It's good they've not just got, like, the human enemies as well. Hell yes, Metro Awakening VR. PSVR2 exclusive? Or will it be coming to other platforms? What do we think? The graphics do look amazing. Okay, so maybe not PSVR2 exclusive. But yeah, that looks amazing. This is why I was excited for Metro, man. Because that's the type of stuff we get. This isn't Undead Citadel, is it? Or is it? Is this Undead Citadel? Yeah, your biggest smile on your face? I've been waiting for a Metro VR game for so long. Can you tell? This looks neat. Obviously a bit of a shock going from big AAA Metro game to an indie game like this, but it still looks like fun. With some magic as well, not just sword fighting. Cool. The physics seem cool as well. Maybe Undead Citadel. It does look tight, yeah, I agree. I wasn't sold at first, but it looks really cool. Whoa, you can block with a skull? That's cool. A lot of enemy variety as well. That's a cool weapon. Okay, I take it back. This looks sick. Initial visuals can be deceiving. The Metro trailer looks like the closest thing to Half-Life Alyx. It does, especially the train sequence in Half-Life Alyx. Looks strikingly similar to some of the stuff they showed on there, and I think that would be on purpose. Let's have a quick look back at that Metro trailer. Only 2 PSVR2 games. That is a little. It's a little disappointing, but to be honest, it's what I thought would happen. And the other one is a surprise, but it looks cool. So Metro, essentially, like, this is the sort of architecture we're looking at. Like, that is, like, it's all underground. Although some of the like the Metro titles go above ground too. I hope that's incorporated here, but there was no like gameplay of that and no visuals of the overground of Metro, which is like a post-apocalyptic nuclear wasteland. Because like the main thing about Metro is you go above ground to carry out tasks and to complete the story, and it's scary when you're above ground. That's when it's scariest. You're exposed. But yeah, I think they'll lean into this architecture a lot. This seems like pre-rendered. This isn't real, I don't think, even though we've got the dislodged hands. This is very Half-Life Alyx with this train, right? One of you guys said in chat, this looked like Half-Life Alyx. I think that's on purpose. I mean, Metro, it's very hard to avoid that imagery, but it really harkens back to Half-Life Alyx. And the fact that Dimitri and Deep Silver are in collaboration, I'm hoping they're fully in collaboration here because they will ensure that this is good. Weapons like this, okay, a lot to break down here. The weapons like this in Metro, like they're very bolted together like this. This is ripped straight out of the games pretty much. And that watch there, exactly as it is from the games. It looks crisp. So you got your time here. I'm assuming that will play a part in the actual gameplay. And then this bit here shows if you're visible or not. Awful state of play. I would say in terms of overall games, it's pretty good. But in terms of PSVR 2, it's a little lackluster in terms of titles. I'm so much of a Metro fan after playing the game. That's not a real sentence. I'm so much of a Metro fan. But I'm such a big Metro fan now that this is taken over. Like, you saw how happy I was when this got announced. That has sold the state of play for me. So like that shows your light meter on there. Very big thing is this mask that you're seeing here. Also, these glowing mushrooms look sick. This is gonna look nuts in the OLED on the OLED screens. You're right, Riggs. Rigbone even. This is gonna look really good. But yeah, the whole mechanic with the mask in Metro in the flat screen is that if it gets cracked or if it gets like wet from rain, or if you get a blood on it, you have to wipe it manually. So I'd imagine that they'd put that mechanic into the VR game. So if you get hurt, you get blood on your visor, you have to wipe it, and you have to take off the visor and put it back on for when you're in zones of radiation and stuff like that, which I think will be really, really cool. That looks very nice. That's the 1911 like handguard, isn't it? And I'm not sure if we ever had 1911s in Metro. It's based in Russia. I don't know. That's a bit of a red flag. If it is in the flat screen games, not being stupid, then yeah. Yeah, it's completely my bad. They made someone take the small Metro Light VR game down. That's how I knew they were making one. That's a good point. I wasn't following that news, but they did take down Paradox of Hope, which was a Metro-like VR game. They just got rid of it. They lawsuited it out, like, absolutely out of it. Like, you've got the light coming through with the window, with the refraction and the blurring, stuff like that. And the door fell through when you pushed it. You saw that? That was sick. I like how they're not shying away from the horrors of Metro as well. Like, a lot of this entrapment shit. Like, it's pretty horrendous. Like, these screens, really cool. They're really playing into the horror aspect. Right. That's interesting. This, like, frame, is it? Is that how to go frame by frame on YouTube? Yeah, it is. Like, this place is usually where you leave the Metro to go to the outside. And I'm really hoping that happens some point in this game. Because that's, if they don't play into that, that's going to be really disappointing. This is weird. Cult stuff. I feel like there was some cult stuff in Metro, but I don't know whether it's this heavily leaned into. Like, cock and the gun, hiding, and then, yeah, the combat looks Metro enough from that little snippet. But boys, we got the closest thing to Half-Life Alyx. Yeah, this probably will be. So any more... That's very Metro key art. Also, character has a bun, question mark? Might have to leave Metro for you, Jammy, that jump scare. I'll be playing it, don't you worry, we'll do a series. It's cool, we've got all the Metro stuff though. Like, the backpack is a very prominent thing in Metro, and I'm glad they're including it here.